Hello, viewers. So the question that is asked is whether there is possibility of speed which can be faster than light or not. So my answer is speed of what? Do you want speed of some material object or something else? Now, if it is material object, then the answer is no, because the formulation of Einstein is not wrong, it is absolutely correct. When you achieve the speed of light, then it will be converted to energy. But if you say whether anything can travel faster than light, then my answer is yes. Not only faster than light, but you can say it is much faster than, much more faster than light. Now, what thing is that which can move faster than light? So for this we have to go to different dimensions of science. Basically what we read nowadays, that is only consists of physics, chemistry, mathematics, and we want some mathematical formula for them to prove whether it moves faster than light or not, or you have to show it in blackboard. Now during teaching I have faced this problem. There are many things which cannot be formulated, which cannot be written. For instance, suppose a smell is going, it's passing through, say passing through in front of me. Someone is thinking about someone. Suppose I am thinking about someone. So can you give some mathematical expression for that? I am thinking about my father, who is dead. But I am thinking about my father. So can you give some mathematical expression for this? I am happy today. Can you give some mathematical expression? I am sad. Cannot give the mathematical expression. But these are certain things. Now, when you say about de Broglie wavelength, so when a particle moves, so it releases waves. If its speed is very high, if its speed is nearly about light, then it releases wave. But what kind of wave it releases? That is the question. Now, if some material object moves nearly about the speed of light, then it releases waves. So we say these are electromagnetic waves. So electromagnetic waves do not have any particles. But according to the Vedic science, the whole universe is made up of two things: materials and energy. Material means material that may be small, smaller, smallest, even such smaller, then you cannot see that object with the present microscope having power 10 billion times more. Means nowadays we are using electron microscope. So if you increase the power of that electron microscope 10 billion times, then you can see there are particles in space also. So now it is proved that space contains gas molecules like helium, hydrogen, say 1 or 2 molecules per cubic meter, very less, but there may be some other particles. So we also, when we see about in electron, or we want to find out something inside atom, we do not find anything because we have our senses restricted. We cannot think that such a small particle can exist, but we believe that it may exist or may not exist. So we have limitations. We have electron microscope, we cannot increase its power, so we cannot say space is empty and it is totally absolutely dark, it is having pure energy. We cannot say that. Nowadays we are thinking that electromagnetic waves are free from particle. This is pure wave, it can go through. any medium. No medium is required. It can travel through space. But space has some matter, dark matter. So space is not, we cannot say that space is empty. It is absolutely nothing. Space has something. So if it is nothing, then what would happen? So nothing means energy. Means you have destroyed mass. So it is converted to energy. So pure energy, the concept of pure energy is not clear till date. Whatever sort of energy you produce, that must contain some sort of particle. Even electromagnetic waves also contain particles. That I will prove later mathematically. If it is not containing particle, suppose photon, now we believe that Einstein also have proved that light contains particles. So light contains particles, yes, but they do not having any rest mass. We are saying they are not having any rest mass because we cannot travel with the speed of light. We have our material body. Our material body cannot move with the speed of light. But yes, your thought, your imagination, your will, your dream, these are certain things which now can be understood because these things we can feel. Suppose I have gone somewhere in a beach, in a sea beach. So instantaneously I can, when I close my eyes, I can go to that beach. I can see as I am roaming around the beach. And that beach is, say, 5,000 miles away. But I can instantly reach there. So I can instantly reach there, but it is not me, it is my mind. So whatever our mind releases, that is pure wave, that cannot be restricted by lead sheet, like in case of gamma wave. So gamma wave can be restricted by lead sheet. If it is pure wave, then it should not be restricted by anything. It should go on. It should go on without any barrier. Like you cannot restrict my thinking. If you build a big heavy metal wall or whatever you want, but you cannot restrict my thought. You cannot restrict my imagination, you cannot restrict my dream. So it will go on. So no barrier is a barrier for a pure wave. And the pure wave is energy. So in Vedic Shastra, in Vedic text, it is written that if it is pure energy, so pure energy cannot be restricted by any sort of obstruction. So you cannot create any obstruction in the path of pure wave. But what sort of wave we produce nowadays? They have certain barriers. So suppose you are having microwave, but microwave can also be interfered. It can also be restricted. If you produce gamma laser, these can be restricted by certain materials or certain mediums. So they cannot go. Suppose there is a metal and you are focusing light. So light cannot go on that side. So if light is pure wave, pure energy, then it will go to that side. So according to Vedic text, the concept of pure energy is that pure energy can travel anywhere. Pure energy do not contain any particle. So my point is that every energy that we see surrounding us contain particles. And if it does not have particle, then its speed can be much, much more than that of light. So material cannot have speed more than light, faster than light. Material cannot move faster than light. It will be converted to energy. Yes, but if it is pure energy, then it can move faster than light. So we are saying that space is expanding, and the expansion of the space is faster than light. How this is possible? Because outside the space, Hubble sphere, then outside Hubble sphere, if you see, then there is space that is having very negligible amount of, or you can say there are no mass. Basically there is no mass. We do not know what is there at the corner of the universe. So there we can consider there is spaceless. When it becomes massless, when it becomes totally massless, it is gaining enormous energy and it can expand much faster than light. So space is expanding faster than light. So your dream can expand faster than light. Your thinking, your willpower, this can move faster than light. So these are some things which can move faster than light.